Hello all, it's Stephen here again, as per usual. I am going to talk to you now about some events that are going on with me and my books and things. So, in terms of new updates, obviously all three books are now available on Amazon as paperbacks or Kindles. Kindle, like e-reader kind of ebook things. Um, Also, they are available on Etsy as signed copies. However, there's a couple of events happening in the next few months that I'm trying to take part in, and a few things that I will, well, at least one that I will be taking part in. Now, at the moment, I'm contacting libraries across the UK. My books in the next couple of weeks are going to be available in Hartlepool Library, and the first two are currently available, if I'm not mistaken, in Folkestone Library, which is in the south, and I'm currently contacting libraries in Canterbury and Tunbridge, which are both in Kent, which is just a bit further south of London. I should be doing a book signing in Hartlepool Library in November, very early November, somewhere between the 2nd and the 6th. I'm not sure of the date yet, but I will keep you guys updated on that. Also in late November there is the Folkestone Book Festival in Folkestone, if you haven't already guessed, and I'm hoping to be part of that, although I haven't actually received a response about that yet, so I am hoping for that one. So yeah, things are going swiftly ahead. If on the off chance some of you are from the local kind of area of Hartlepool, please do pop in November. Be good to see some faces, but obviously I know that out of the 43 subscribers I have, a good few of you are going to be from America, and kind of at least one of you is from Canada. So I don't expect any of you to be from the local area, but if you're there, feel free to just kind of pop in and just be like, hey, you know, I saw you on YouTube. But again, I will have to kind of figure out a proper date and everything first. Hopefully it won't be, well, I'm going to aim for it not to be the 5th, because that is Bonfire Night, and I do have better things to do on Bonfire Night than sit in a library signing books. But yeah, so it should be a fun time. But yeah, book things going forward. I've also applied for and been accepted for public lending right, which here in the UK means that for every time my book is borrowed out of a library, I get a certain amount of royalties. I'm not entirely sure how much it is, but it's kind of like just like a small royalty. And essentially, I get a small amount of money every time my book is borrowed from a library. So with public lending right, I've just kind of looked it up while I've kind of had the video paused. What tends to happen is they set themselves like a funding goal for the year, and it goes from the 1st of July to the 30th of June every year for some unknown reason. And that funding goal for this year coming up, which I am not actually involved in because I applied too late, I'll be involved in next year. This year the funding goal is £6.6 million. Obviously not every author gets £6 million. What happens is that's split between contributors to books. So for example, say if I had an illustrator in the UK, and I applied for public lending right, they would get a certain amount of the royalties. Like they'd get a certain percentage and I'd get a certain percentage, and it would work like that. Luckily, because I have essentially done it all myself, apart from the cover of Echoes of Summer, which was done by the lovely Gwen. I essentially get the 100% of the public lending rate, and the reason I can't include Gwen in that is because she's from Canada, before anyone asks. So yeah, I'm having a pretty good time with my books. Things are looking up, and I hope things will get further along in this kind of situation, because it's great when things happen about my books, and I'm hoping to start working on a couple of extra projects as well. I've got my fantasy project kind of still waiting around because I was doing something else last month, which has ended up well, I've kind of stopped with the stuff I did last month. I was working on 2 projects last month, one that was just kind of for me, and one that could possibly lead into something else. It's another kind of contemporary teen fiction thing going on, but I'm not sure if I want to proceed with it or not. It seems a little, I don't know, like, I kind of got the idea, and then, like, for the basic plot line, and then I got the title, and I thought, right, okay, I have to do this now, and then I've kind of gone into it, and now I'm just like, I don't really like this story anymore. Like, I don't know why, it's just the idea just seems a bit not very good now. So I don't think I'm going to follow through with that one. But I might possibly stick with my fantasy project, because I like the idea of my fantasy project. I have some really good ideas for my fantasy project as well, which I want to work on. And I'm not sure how long I want to make it. I'm not sure if I want to make it long, like as in multiple books long, or like one book, or I don't know. But I'm hoping that I'll get somewhere with it, and I'm hoping that over time it will definitely make a lot of sense. But I haven't officially started it yet, so it might take some time. Sometimes my books are pretty quick because I tend to focus on them on things like, you know, NaNoWriMo. But this November I'm not going to do NaNoWriMo. I am not going to have chance to do NaNoWriMo. Because I mean, I'm away for a week, I'm doing the book signing, I'm going to be working full time, you know, I'm going to have the book festival if I can, like, you know, things are just going to be crazy, so there is no way I can even think of doing NaNoWriMo in November at this point, so yeah. But I'm hopefully going to start working on my projects kind of year round now, because I'm going to start on my time management stuff, which means that essentially for at least a couple of hours every kind of weekend I'm going to be doing a bit of writing and other stuff, so hopefully within the next kind of few weeks, kind of couple of months at most, I'll have my time management down to pretty spot on stuff. What I've done is I've ordered an academic planner from Amazon, which goes from August to August, and has like, it has kind of all the kind of dates and stuff, like a diary, but also has like a schedule thing, like a kind of like a timetable. That's what I was aiming for. So you can like plan out your hours and stuff. So it'll be much more useful to me. But yeah, that's kind of it for now. So I'm going to sort out this video. I'm going to upload my guilty pleasure tag, and this one can wait for another day, I think. But thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.